Hey y'all, I am back with another vlog. I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. I did an Instagram post earlier talking about letting everybody know that the last 3 days I've been feeling really, really good. It seems like my symptoms are diminishing and not giving me as much problems. Um, Today is November 5th. 2015, Thursday. So, I just wanted to address a few things, I guess. Like I said, last 3 days I've been feeling so much better and has me in better spirits and even more hopeful that by the end of this year, hopefully I should be in remission, full blown in solid remission. And that's what I'm claiming and I'm sticking to it. I'm not exactly sure right now what's kicked in and what's helping me and what's working because, this has been ongoing battle, this whole entire year of me, battling, for those of you who don't know, Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis because I have both. I was diagnosed in 2009, nearly died from it, hospitalized, emergency surgery, removed most of my colon, 600 cc's of pus out of my abdominal cavity. That's what I went through. I lost over 55 pounds of muscle mass, went from 155 down to 95 pounds, skin and bones. So that's my story from back then. And then here I am now. I was in remission since April 2010. And up until November, December 2014. It's when this current flare-up started that I've been battling this whole entire year. So, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what's helping me right now because I did include some things the last few weeks, 2-3 weeks or so. When I last saw my doctor, which was a couple weeks ago, she put me back on prednisone and another drug called 6-MP. I'm also using the CBD oil, which is the medical marijuana cannabis oil. I use that. They're drops. I take it and put it under the tongue. The other thing is colloidal silver. And you have to make sure also that you're using probiotics. So probiotics, everybody should use probiotics. General health, you guys should take that every day, like your vitamins and your vitamin C and whatever else. Those are your main staples, and probiotics should be a staple in what you take every day. The other thing I do is the edibles, the cannabis, the medical marijuana, like the edibles. I have a brownie. So I do a brownie. I take that usually by a certain time at night. And it's been really, really, really helping me. So for those of you out there with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis and you're not sure how to cope or deal with the pain and some of the symptoms, the medical marijuana really does help, and the CBD oil, I believe, does help. Like I said, I've been suffering from night sweats, waking up soaking wet, my clothes are drenched, gotta sleep wrapped up in towels and stuff like that. So, it's helped me with that. So the last 3 nights for sure, like definitely, I have not had the night sweats. But since doing the edible brownies, I haven't really had them because they help me that much. I'm just saying that the last 3 days, though, my symptoms have been like super non-existent almost. In the morning and at night, is when I was really suffering. And so lately it's been really, really good, and I'm happy about that. So, what else do I need to say? those are the main changes that I've changed. Other than, I'm constantly working through my diet. I was doing a new diet, through one of my friends, a ketogenic diet. But I had a period where, like, my body was just kind of, like, really wigging out on me. It's really hard to explain what it is that I feel and what my body goes through. There's no words. So it's really hard to explain what this disease does and how it affects me personally. And then, of course, others that have this disease, they might relate a little bit better. But it's an invisible disease. It's invisible. We look great on the outside. We might look great on the outside. Sometimes we are super sick. I did have a period where, like, I looked sick. So even my friends, it hurt them to look at me because that's how sick I look, especially back when I was losing a pound every day. At least now at least I feel right now a little filled out right now. I gained some weight back. So my weight's been up and down. I was like 134 pounds, and then I had lost weight and went down to 122. Now I'm back up to 130. So it's a trial and error thing. But I really can't explain, what it is that I go through and what others go through. We do have similar situations and things that we all relate to each other that have this disease, but also every case is different and the nature of the symptoms are different. So we're all not exactly the same. But I think it's important for us to share and try and, stick together and provide information in our experiences to help each other. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do. So if there's anybody out there that I can help, I'm all for it. If there's anything that I go through, something that I'm doing, I try and share my experience, and I want to help somebody else out there. What else? You gotta stay positive. Just stay positive. You gotta keep the faith, and keep doing that mental positive talk to yourself. And then for those, who've asked me, about working out, how do I work out and stuff like that. Just so you guys know, September and October, I have not worked out. The last time I really worked out was in August. So up until just recently, just last week and this week, has been the first time of me working out. It's hard to work out when you are not eating food and you're malnutrition and you're anemic and battle with fatigue and battle with intestinal symptoms. You try to do something and you're in the bathroom. There's no energy. Your body's using every bit of energy and every calorie and anything that you put in your body to fight. So it's hard to actually work out. And it's not really smart, I don't think, to try and force your body to work out if you're barely surviving or barely alive. So do what you can. I still would do tiny little exercises, like squats and body weight exercises, even here in my house, just little things, slowly, graduating myself up back to hopefully what I was doing before. That's it. If you guys have any questions, holler at me. I will always put my contact information down below of the video. So no excuses. You guys can reach out to me. But, give me some legitimate stuff to respond to. I don't put myself out there trying to hook up and date people and stuff like that. That's not what I'm looking for. I just want to help people. So this is my mission. This is what I want to do. And keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. So, with that said, until the next one, which will be shortly, maybe next week, another update. So, stay tuned unless I'm really, really bored and make some goofy videos or something or whatever. I'll do that too. And that's it. So until next time, peace out, and hope you guys all keep fighting. If you guys have any struggles, fight. I don't care what your struggle is. Fight, fight, fight. Believe in yourself and never ever give up. And that's it. Peace.